And can I tell you about Japan? It's unreached. Less than 1% of Japan are Christian. So often when we think about the unreached, it's like we're going to go die for the gospel. You're not going to die there. They welcome you. They just don't know about Jesus, and they haven't heard. And less than 1% are Christian. We've now, by the grace of God, planted, and we've got a couple of churches now, and we have an equip there in, is it October? October, we're having an equip. How many of you can get there as Americans? They welcome Americans. They like us. We can go there. But here's what's interesting. Can I just say this about this church plant? God sent a German missionary to Japan. And a German missionary saw a woman and her 2 kids about to jump in front of a train and commit suicide. He stopped them. He led the grandmother to the Lord and the 2 kids to the Lord. And now the granddaughter with a Canadian husband is planting a church in Japan, based there to reach God's people. Don't tell me God's not in the detail. Don't tell me God cannot transform people who hate cultures to go and reach those cultures to serve the plans of God, to break cycles and to bring an inheritance, and now to send them back to reach the unreached. That's a God story we're celebrating, because we are about mission, and we've got to stay on the mission that God has called us. Church planting is on God's heart. It's not an NCMI thing. It's a biblical thing, and we are called to multiply. And this season of shaking, God's called us to multiply. And there are cities and regions in our nation and in the unreached regions that are calling for us to say, yes, Lord, we will go, we will send, whatever you say, wherever you say, because we walk in with you and we got a job to do. Multiply, and plant churches to get the job done so Jesus can come back.